Hello, everybody. It's me, Tracy. Happy New Year. Um, it's great to see everybody. I was supposed to be live Wednesday, but I was not feeling so well Wednesday. Um, I know probably nobody's gonna be on till here in the audience today, but that's okay. Um, I'm just glad to be here. Um, First of all, I want to thank everybody for their birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate them. It was a great birthday celebration. Um, Still hard to believe that I'm 50, but that's okay. Um, it was really a great celebration. Thank you all for your wishes, um, birthday wishes, rather. And as you can see, the title says President RNC Presidential Debate Recap. I'm not going to do that today, and I'm going to tell you why. Um, but before I start that, smash that like button. Smash the like button. We don't have a whole lot of likes, and my new Year's goal, besides getting 1,000 subscribers, is to get at least 10 likes on each of my videos. The more likes I get, the more I'm likely to pop up in the algorithm. It helps. So please like this video. Also share this video and mostly subscribe to this channel. I'm still stuck at 153. Let me see. I'm stuck at 153. I'm going to double check because I think it's 153. Let's see. How many am I stuck at? Of course, I don't know yet. It says I'm live on YouTube, but I don't see myself on YouTube. Oh, guys, a second. Nobody's watching, so you won't get to see it. Yeah, I'm still stuck at 154. So, I need you to subscribe. Like I said, I'm gonna be pushing, liking and subscribing. It's gonna always be smash the like button. It's the one that's like that. Just smash the thing that looks like that. Um, Pardon me. I had a big breakfast, so I'm still kind of locked sleepy. So subscribe to this channel, like this video, and you can visit my website at TRACYMediaLLC.com. That's where you're going to find the link to support me on buymeacoffee.com /TRACYMediaLLC. That's where you're going to find videos like this, past videos, surveys, and that type of thing. So um, please go over to TRACYMediaLLC.com. Over to, and I got my own thing up, so here trying to get out of this so I don't look uh, so desperate. So just go to my website. So I said that this video's titled Presidential Debate Recap RNC. I'm not going to talk about that. I literally am not. And the reason I am not is because I didn't watch it. I literally did not watch the debate. I decided that, well, I had, what happened to me Wednesday? Oh, I had sour stomach. And I don't know if you all know what sour stomach is. It is the worst form of indigestion ever. There's no way to treat it. There's nothing you can do about it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to watch a debate between Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis. I could do so much more with my time. So, um, I didn't watch it. And from some of the highlights, it doesn't look like I missed anything. I do know that the Iowa caucus is January 15th. And yes, that is Dr. King's birthday. I'm not sure why even have a caucus on that day, but apparently that's when Iowa wanted to do it. Predict a winner is Trump. I mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about a caucus, and I don't know how the Republicans work theirs. I don't know if they do theirs by delegates. I have no idea how they, or is it winner take all? Whoever wins the state, and then whoever wins the most states at the end gets to. I have no idea. I just know Trump's going to win the nomination, and that's pretty much what it is. And to think about it, the Democrats could have avoided this beat. Well, I'm not going to jump to my criticism of the. Well, yeah, I am. Okay, I got to stop yawning. I am so tired, guys. I don't know what's going on. This whole thing could have been avoided if not necessarily on the Republican side, because I mean it is what it is. They're going to support who they're going to support. Um, but Trump should have been in prison by now. And the DOJ just sat around for 2 years, didn't do anything, and then now all of a sudden, because he declares his candidacy for president, oh, now we're going to charge him with all these charges. I am not saying he is innocent. That is not what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to misinterpret what it is that I'm saying. But he should have. Why did they wait so long? I'm not 100% sure. But I'm sure of this. I know Trump is going to win the nomination. I think at this point, DeSantis, um, Nikki Haley, and the snake, I mean Vivek the snake, Vivek Ramaswamy, they're all running for VP. Hello, Stanley. How are you? Should have. I don't know. I'm sleepy. I'm just. I could be saying anything at this point. Um, and I don't know why. I got plenty of sleep last night. I mean, I had a good sleep, and now I'm just sitting here like bucking my eyes, and I don't know why. So I might have misspoke. I don't know, but but if you're talking about the DOJ, yes, they should have did an inquiry well before, like what, a year ago. They had like 2 years prior, so why wait? It doesn't even make sense to me, but hey, whatever. um they did what they did, and Trump is going to be the nominee. There's pretty much nothing that anybody can do about it. And like I said, I I just think the other three, because Chris Christie is out, that's the other news. Chris Christie dropped out. So now there's really nobody to criticize Trump. Um, and you could tell they want to, but they're like scared to. And they're just not going to do it because they want the base to vote for them. But like, the base supports Trump. And I think the Republicans who are so anti-Trump need to realize that. It's like, meh. Yes, there's no snow outside, but it's 21 degrees, which is why I have on clothes, but I have my bathrobe like cling to me because it's like the only thing that's kind of warm for me. It's 21, but it feels like 5. And so not used to it being this cold. Not used to it being this cold, but it is what it is. Okay, stop yawning. I'm gonna stop yawning, y'all. I'm trying not to yawn, but and I know this video definitely isn't gonna be long because apparently I got the sleepy booze. Um, The birthday war you apparently, but I think it's this weather too. Even though winter's my favorite season, when it's like this, it's not even snowing, but it's bitter cold. I do tend to get a little bit heavy, so that could be it. I don't know. I'm just like, I just want to jump in the slide into the bed and just take a nap. And I don't go to work Monday, so yay. Um, I try to think if you I have my thermostat on 70 and I'm still chilly. I don't know why, but um what did I know I'm gonna talk about the Epstein thing. And that's what I'll do next. That'll take up some time. So a lot has taken place in the names of the list. So let me kind of explain it for the people that don't know. So you know that Jeffrey Epstein, convicted um, child pedophile, child sex ring leader, um, was involved with a lot of politicians and a lot of celebrities, a lot of political leaders, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, there was a civil case that one of the accusers brought forth, and it was redacted for so many years, or not released for so many years, and a judge ordered the release of these documents. And they state, or it was stated that there's over 150 names. Um, See, I'm about to disagree with you. This is why I'm going to say it. Okay, so I'll talk about why it's relevant here in just a moment. So this the way that I understood that it worked is that the accusers weren't necessarily saying they saw these people with Epstein. Sometimes it was people that he would mention, and others he was acquainted with. And some of the names just didn't shock me. And again, I want to say this clearly because I have no money. Just because they were included in the documents of the accusers does not mean that they participated in any child sex trafficking ring. It's either Epstein mentioned their names, or they were at his St. James Island, or they rode his plane, or something like that. So, some names did not shock me. Did not shock me at all. Um, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, um, Alan Dershowitz. Those names just didn't shock me. I'm like, okay, but some names did. Stephen Hawkins, Cameron Diaz, um, Al Gore. I didn't even know Al Gore was about that life, and it's gonna be some more um, names released, and this just kind of proves my point of how widespread child trafficking is. And that's why I think this is relevant. Not because of the people who are accused or stand accused, but because this type of thing is happening worldwide, and it's prevalent in the United States, where people are trafficking these children to men that are much older than them, often against their will. Often they're targeting young girls who have issues at home, and so they're trafficking these young ladies into a lifestyle of prostitution, basically. And okay, not the 2024 election. I don't, unless like Biden is named in it. Trump is definitely named, but that's I'm really talking about the sex trafficking of children. More or less, that's where I think the impact is, and how I believe that we need to be on alert. and protect our young people, because I'm assuming, I hate to be that one, but you can't just assume that young boys are not a part of this, where they're, kidnapped and forced into the sex trades. Um, um, I don't want to call it an industry because that makes it sound legitimate, but it's really sad. As I was doing research, I'm still going to do more research. How many people have been busted because of this? And again, the most places that I know that it's rearing its ugly head is the United States. And who knows who knows what's going on with these? You hear it all the time of young girls that are, posting things on instant media. Oh my goodness, Instagram and things like that. And you have to wonder, like, who's watching you? And I would implore, and I seriously mean this, I seriously say I would implore everyone to watch after, even if they're not related to you, watch after our young people, because this whole industry is just sick. The fact that people would fly to this man's island to have sex with underage girls against their will so that he could finance his hedge fund dreams is just one of the sickest things that I've ever heard. And the fact that he had all this influence and all of this prestige before everybody threw him under the bus, it's just mind bending, because yes, he's a problem. He's kidnapping young girls for sex. But we're ignoring the people who had the sex allegedly with underage girls. And even beyond politics, if a president or a former president is named in that, we kind of expect them, and maybe we shouldn't, but we expect them to have a higher standard. And apparently they don't. And as the reports come out, as more names are released, it's going to be interesting to see whose name is on there and who kind of does a big, yes, I paid them enough. Because just because your name isn't in the document, that's what my point is. Epstein is just the latest. He's not the only one. He's the most famous one, but Epstein isn't the only one. But now, and again, I was just making my point of how I'm connecting him to the election. This is like, if your name is in this frame, like Bill Clinton, I just got to use him. He said he had been on Epstein's plane 4 times. Turns out he had been on his plane 26 times. That's going to make it look like, if you can't tell the truth in one instance, how can I trust you to tell the truth in others? Now, Bill Clinton is not running for office, and that is a good thing. But who is on that list that is political? Donald Trump. Nope, Jefferson is the most famous. Oh my gosh. Um, if Trump is on the list, definitely he's definitely on the list. But they're going to use it in the campaign. Well, no, they won't, because they're not smart. They're not smart. They're not going to use it in the campaign. Let me stop fooling myself. Democrats snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Um, they won't. Even if it's, even if someone comes forward and says, "Hey, I was forced to have sex with this man." Nope. He, I agree. He's basically in contention. And, I just think about these young, and I want to say little girls, but that's what they were at the time. How that can devastate you. I mean, they're children. You're taking children to make them have sex with men that they don't want to, off sometimes against their will, so that those men can turn around and give you millions of dollars for your fake hedge fund account. How sick is that? That's just, to me, I'm like, oh gosh, like, are our children not worth more than that? I don't know what to do in terms of busting child sex rings. But I know there's one is too many, and I know that the U.S. has more than one. And I know when it comes to crimes against children, we're all talk and no action. I know those things. Do I know the voters are the problems, not the people they elect? I think they're both the problem. But yes, I see where you're going, and I definitely agree with that. Um, like I said, I might be 25 minutes because my eyes is heavy, 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 heavy. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Um, it's just sad to me. It's just really sad that, there's laws on the book, but they're not consistent state to state. For example, one state has a 16-year age, where the age of consent, and then another state has 17, and another state has 14. We need a legal age of consent, which should be 18. That should be the age of consent, period. Why does one state have one thing and another state has another? And you're saying, well, what does that have to do with the Epstein case, or the child sex trafficking ring? Because if you're sleeping with a minor or having sex with a minor, first of all, you're disgusting. But if you're having sex with a minor, and the chances of them telling anyone is very, very low. Um, it's very low. It doesn't happen. I know there are older victims of sexual crimes, and they don't tell either because of power and frustration, because they feel like they need protection. But when they're 18, when you're 18, you can say, I made the decision to do this. Now, obviously, yes. Can trafficking rings kidnap adults? Yes. However, they know their clientele wants little girls and little boys. And it's like we need to do a deep dive and kind of look at ourselves to even in a society say, well, Mary and Joseph, we not in Mary and Joseph's time. We in 2024. We're in the modern times. And I wonder if if when Trump is the nominee, is he going to even answer these questions? Because, like I said, as much as I can say, well, Bill Clinton was on that flight 26 times, so was Donald Trump, and that's something people need to think about. Um, I know a lot of Democrats who say, well, just because his name isn't on there doesn't mean that they're participating in child sex trafficking, and that's true. However, when you're flying a plane multiple times, you have to be somewhat aware of what's going on, and you stood by and did nothing. I got somebody to block here. I cannot with these people. Why does somebody come in talking about they want channel promotion? Look, I'm not even going to show your comment, half parent. Leave me alone. tore up from the flow up from 1976. Yes, federalism, we are the people. Um, I said 25 minutes, and I think I'm going to keep my promise for 25 minutes. I might jump back on a little bit later, but right now, I just feel like boo boo garbage. My eyes are just like doing this, and I'm trying to stay awake, and I can't do it. So instead of just keep going and possibly falling asleep on this, I'm going to end it. I may come back at 5. I could do that, and just do that. But I want to thank everybody that's going to watch this later on today. Just know I don't do 25, 26-minute pop ups. I usually go longer, but again, my eyes are heavier than my strength. So I'm going to take myself a nap, probably, and see can I come back. Thank you all for joining me. And if I see you later on today, I'll do a quick announcement on my YouTube page or on my YouTube page, giving you the details. And remember to subscribe to this video, share this video, comment on it, and definitely subscribe. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all in just a bit. Bye bye.